KBC. We are the Johnsons. This is Haley and Shannon and Sarah, and I'm Jeff. For those of you that have not met us before, and we really miss being with you. We've enjoyed getting to see you and hear from you with these updates that others of you have done, so appreciate the time you put into them and are glad to get to share a little bit of an update ourselves. We want to both share how we're doing as a family in the midst of staying home, but then also give you just a short glimpse of our work as your missionaries that we're grateful we get to be. But Sarah, how are you and the girls doing, and what are you filling your days with?
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. I'm really grateful that this season is not one. Shannon is 4 and Haley is 2, and so we're not having to navigate e-learning and missed graduations and those sorts of things, so I'm grateful for that. How we're filling our days, one of the reasons I'm grateful is life for them hasn't changed too much. Shannon has stopped going to preschool, and we're obviously not doing library story times or playgrounds, but we're having a lot of fun. Shannon really misses a special monkey puppet that was at her school.
You want to tell them about it?
But we're going for we're grateful we live in a neighborhood where we can go for walks, and there's a pond with lots of ducks, which Haley likes seeing the ducks a lot. Shannon has mastered her balance bike, and we're doing a lot on the rainy days. I am becoming very familiar with the website Busy Toddler, because it has lots of fun and easy and inexpensive indoor activities to keep them occupied, like washing dishes. So they love washing their pretend dishes in a bucket of soapy water, and it's great. And then for my crew work, I'm still helping mobilize people, coaching them, doing the nap time hustle of coaching people through the process of developing their team of financial partners. And just like you guys partner with us financially, I hope other people get to do that. So some of the people I'm coaching right now are actually headed to East Asia once restrictions are lifted and they're fully funded. So that work for me has continued as normal. I've always done a lot of that from home because it's just video calls and phone calls. So that's how, when I'm not chasing down the kiddos and helping them, that's how I'm spending my working hours.
Sarah's a fantastic mommy and has done a great job with the girls through restrictions and stay at home. She's done a fantastic job, and we're really grateful that we have a comfortable home to be in, and we have good health, and we have stable income, and have been enjoying our time together. And we know that those are all blessings that we get to enjoy. We're grateful for that. We know it's not the case for everybody, but God's been really gracious in that regard, and we're grateful. As far as our work goes, Sarah got to share a little bit about hers. Mine has shifted a little bit over the last couple months. In early February, I was asked to be part of a team responding to how the coronavirus was impacting our missionaries in Asia. And so that work started in early February, and it didn't impact my schedule very much at first, but then we quickly started planning for when the virus would arrive here in the U.S. and how it would impact our staff, our ministries, our operations, as a ministry that functions not only around the world, but also a lot here in the U.S. And that has ramped up since then. Since early February, where it's just a few meetings a week, it has become kind of my entire week right now. And as that started to ramp up, I took some time with the Lord to really process through whether that was a good use of my time, whether that was a way to be faithful to the investment that you make in us as missionaries. And as I was thinking and praying about it, he kept bringing me back to Matthew 9:35 to 38, that says this: "And Jesus went throughout all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom and healing every disease and every affliction. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, 'The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest. As I meditated on that passage and prayed through it, I was struck by the Father's love for his image bearers. God isn't sitting on his throne, just kind of coolly watching his broken world and his broken image bearers trying to respond to yet another impact of the fall. Our God is moved to compassion by the very real needs of his image bearers. He sees, he knows, he acts, he engages. He sends laborers out into the fields. And for a short season, I have the opportunity to help those laborers stay focused on the harvest and not be as distracted by the crisis that this virus has brought upon us. And that's a privilege to get to do that for a season, and so I'm glad to do that. Our God loves his image bearers, and he has sent missionaries into the fields to bring in that harvest. And we get to be part of that process because of your investment. We're really grateful. But KBC, more than those laborers, God has sent you into your families and your neighborhoods and to your coworkers, because God loves them and God sees them and God cares about them. He has sent you to make him tangible to them. And that's an awesome privilege. I want to encourage you as you transparently navigate your experience with COVID-19, with your family, with your neighbors, with your coworkers from 6 feet away. Jesus chose you to make him tangible to them. And in the process of doing that, you don't need to be the solid rock because he is. And you don't need to be the perfect guide because he is the good shepherd. You don't have to have all the answers because he does. And he loves them dearly and he loves you dearly. And we're grateful to get to be co-laborers with you in our God's fields. So thank you for that privilege. Thank you for praying with us. Thank you for sending us. Thank you for caring with us. We miss you. We love you. We can't wait till we can travel again and see you in person. Until then, know that we love you and we're grateful the Spirit is with us all.